So this video is just going to be talking about some of my future plans and things I'd like to start and do in 2023 and beyond that. So yeah, this is just some of my goals for 2023 and some bigger goals. As many of you know, I run a fitness marketing agency called LeadFlow. This agency is tailored to an online fitness brand, so we do that through Facebook, Instagram, and Google Ads. This was my first bit of success in a business after, having tried so many different things. I bought an $800 course learning about all the things about starting an agency and whatnot. So the guy's name is Iman Gadji. He's sort of an inspiration of mine, and I can link his stuff below if you guys would like to check it out. He's basically been the inspiration for a lot of my business ideas. So I'd like to scale this agency to a low 6 figures per month and then hand that off to my future CMO to run and just sort of have that as a recurring cash flow, just a cash flow business. That's it. I'm using it to be able to fund my other business ideas or just my other ideas in general. So cash flow only. I'd like to provide more services in the future like SEO, TikTok ads. I know those are doing really well right now. Plus they're a lot cheaper than Google and Facebook ads. Rumble. I assume people are going to start advertising on Rumble pretty soon. So yeah, we'll see whatever's popular at the time, but I'll never sell it. Plus it's really hard to sell an agency. Mainly you're selling, sort of a way of doing things, right? We don't actually have a physical location since all the work we do is online. But yeah, so I don't ever plan to sell it. It's just going to be, just a cash flow business, to bring in recurring, cash. So yeah, so that's my first business. So my second idea, sort of to bring more marketing money towards LeadFlow, so I can start running more ads and sort of stay out of the picture a bit more. Just besides like closing calls and things like that. I'm gonna approach a local computer repair shop in my city and see if he'd like to offer iPhone screen replacements as a service to his clients and his customers. This is mainly to generate some extra side income so I can continue to grow LeadFlow. Until I don't need to do that anymore, and maybe I can hire somebody to work at that computer repair shop for me instead, and still take a bit of the profit. Who knows? And the extra cash flow will go into hiring a VA, have them do all of the outreach for me for LeadFlow. The only thing I want to be doing with LeadFlow is just being on the closing calls, maybe some of the discovery calls, but just the closing calls, and that's it. So for my third business is I run a drop shipping store called Primal Case, which sells sports phone cases. So NBA and NFL cases right now. I'd like to add soccer into it someday, but not right now. A little over 100 cases, I think, or it's like 90 something cases. Quite a bit of cases, and so yeah. I'm in the process of growing this brand as well, but I'm doing this one without spending any money, besides obviously website hosting and using the platform. I tried this through Shopify, but I decided to go with Wix instead because with Shopify, you had to be a certain age, and I was 16 when I started this, and so I had to do it through my mom, and it was really tough, so I just did it on Wix, so I didn't have to do that. Basically, I'm getting free views by using highlights of NFL players and basketball players, and just clipping them up, right? And schedule them each week so that they will, post every single day. I'm trying to get 2 posts per day. And this is just getting free views, and basically it'll be the highlight reel, and then I'll have my phone case at the end with the website at the very end. So yeah, it's just an easy way to get to get some marketing done without spending any money, because I don't have very much money right now because it all goes into these businesses. Now you might be thinking this seems like a lot, but trust me, I'm able to keep up on most of it, and yeah, I just work basically every day, all day on my computer. So yeah, I've also been in the process of creating another agency with a friend of mine. We got this idea from a YouTuber that we both watch, and he was talking about how personal branding was continuing to grow, and me and my friend Angel, who's also runs his own agency, decided that we want to team up and create this new agency, right? And it's called Viral Visions. We haven't really started it just yet, but we're just getting out the details, and sort of nailing things down, and then you can expect to see that running, within, a month or two. So yeah. To be honest, I'm not really sure about this agency just because I'm working on so many other things. We just thought about it, like a week ago. So we both came to the same conclusion. So obviously, there's a market for this. So onto YouTube. Personal branding is something I've decided to take just a massive approach on. Both Iman Gadji and Sebastian Georgiou leverage their personal brands to gain their clients for their Google Ads agency and Iman's Facebook ads and Google Ads agency. So I'll have a main personal channel, then I'll have another channel that will be dedicated to sort of content, just general, content that's going to get a bunch of views. My personal channel will be about, sort of entrepreneurial and financial advice and things like that. Sort of what I've already been doing, sort of just documenting the journey, right? Yeah, so for that second channel, I've taken a lot of inspiration from the Impractical Jokers. I'm sure you've heard of them. They were a popular TV series, not back in the day, but a while back. They're still going now, but Joe's not there anymore, so it's not the same. I'd also like to do some things helping with the homeless and things like that. I treat most of these things like a business, even YouTube. So, I gotta upload consistently, have quality content, be punctual, write scripts. It's just a business, just like anything else. I don't have an editor. I'm doing this all on my own right now. So it's taking up a lot of my time. I have a friend from school helping me film. And, as we make money, I'll definitely give him a portion of the earnings and things like that. But I'll be buying all the camera gear and camera equipment. I plan on getting a Canon M50 Mark II and the Rode Wireless Go 2 mic for filming. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. I'm gonna get it used on eBay, so I don't have to spend as much money for a new one. I've also started 2 small YouTube channels, right? One is about funny content, and then one is about sort of realistic content, like advice and things like that. These are actually going to be my shorts channels from my actual YouTube, my YouTube account, but I'm just growing the audience right now. So I've had it for about 2 weeks, right? And I have about 60 something subscribers and then like 40 something subscribers on one. So they're growing pretty quickly, but we're just using this sort of to build a fan base. I'll change the username and I'll change, the profile picture, things like that, to be like shorts channels for my main channels, right? And so if I make funny content, I can clip it into shorts and, edit it, post it to these channels. And if I make, some emotional content or maybe, financial, anything. As I grow this YouTube channel, obviously I'm going to leverage it to, get clients, especially for the personal branding, because they can see the brand I've been able to build, through YouTube and things like that. In about a month or so, this is probably going to sound crazy, but I'd like to start an iOS developer agency. So I had this idea for this agency a while back, but I never enacted because I didn't think there was a demand for it, right? Even though that's what I went to school for. Many of you probably don't know, but I went to Mountain Lion Technical College and I was studying iOS development for about a year. I believe that there's a huge market for this service, and so I'm going to start building that agency, within the month. Plan out the details, make a business plan, and then, start executing. I just plan to run ads for this because I don't really know who the demographic would be for this service. It could be just about anybody. I also have some friends from that class I was talking about, from that college, that I'd like to hire in the future as some of the programmers and some of the people just helping me run it in general. But for now, I'm just going to use contractor arbitrage, basically meaning I hire a contractor for a little less than what the people are paying me to provide this service, right? So it'd be like I sign the client, and then let's say they pay me $2,000, I'd give the contractor like $1,000 to build this app and and update the features and things like that for them, and so we both win, right? This is something I know quite a bit about, so I feel pretty comfortable working in this niche. So yeah, I will use the money from these agencies and anything else to invest in real estate. That is the first thing I'd like to invest in, is just get straight into real estate, because I know that it's a safe and reliable investment. Ultimately, I'd like real estate to be my main form of income, but can't do that right now since you need a lot of capital, or a bit more startup capital than most other things to start real estate. Obviously, I'll put my money into other areas as well. I know real estate is, it's the safest, but maybe some appreciating assets like watches or gold, anything else like that. I know I haven't uploaded in a while, and that's because I'm literally just working. That's it. Right now, I am working for an elderly lady, and I'm helping her with like odd jobs. For some complicated reasons, I'm not able to get a job. That doesn't make me very much money, which is part of the reason I became an agency owner in the first place. I'm very careful with my time and my money. I exercise every day. I exercise at home in my family storage, so I don't have to pay, for a gym membership. I eat 1 meal a day because I started to realize that I overate quite a bit, and I didn't need to. You know, I ate because I was bored whenever I felt like it. Now, this isn't something I recommend, but I spend most of my time in front of a computer. So one meal a day is actually more than enough for me, because first of all, I don't burn any calories. I've decided, you know, to make my life just as clutter-free as possible. I don't date right now. I don't spend time with girls. That is not where my mind should be right now. You know, they'll be there when I have time. I exercise, you know, meditate every morning. Video games, not really a weakness for me. I plan on selling my Xbox pretty soon. I also don't hang out with any friends right now. Most of my friends from high school are either on a LDS, Mormon, as you guys might know, mission, or in college right now. I never eat out. I don't have a car. All of my money goes straight into these businesses. Very minimalistic with things, and also pretty practical, I would say. I've realized that chasing your dreams doesn't mean chasing whatever makes you feel good. It's usually the hardest things that truly fulfill you. The reason I say this is because there are so many people out there telling you to do what you love, you know, another day in your life, right? Or another BS Instagram caption you've heard or seen. For most people, this is horrible advice, and this is just my opinion. Usually the things you love to do and your ability to create an income off it don't correlate whatsoever. I'm not saying don't follow your passions, but remember, there's going to be a price for everything. I'm not passionate about marketing. I'm not passionate about iOS programming. Like, I could not give a crap. You know, I'm not passionate about iPhone repairs or real estate for that matter. Life isn't about doing what you'd like to do. It's about doing what is necessary. You don't control the consequences. You can only control, your actions. I hope you can extract some sort of valuable information from this video, and catch you guys later.